Good afternoon, everyone. This is Suhyon Oh from Hanyang University. Today, as a afternoon session, I'm going to give you a brief introduction and how our project support SME with the finance in Uganda. So I and here Ms. Robina will give a presentation as a team. As a first part, I'm give you a brief introduction of our project, and second session, he will give you more interesting story of a successful entrepreneurs in Uganda who got the this financial support from our project. So our project is called MangoFund program. It's working with the KOICA. KOICA is a Korean government aid agency, and with the MangoFund, it's a financial institution supporting SMEs in Uganda, but headquarters is also based in US. So background, how this project was created is based on this problems. Financing missing middle is a key for inclusive and sustainable development in Africa, because SME makes up approximately 81% of Africa's private sector funds, and also SME contribute to over 50% of new job creation, and SMEs contribute to only 20% of the GDP. How so? SMEs are drivers of job creation, economic growth, and poverty reduction. However, we found the problem is they in Uganda they are missing somehow. We thought it is important to support those missing middles in terms of linking their access to finance from the financial institutions. The other background is the SDG Sustainable Development Goals are clearly explain the importance of finance in terms of the sustainable development here. While if you look at the SDG goals here, while the goals do not explicitly target the financial inclusion, but greater access to financial services is a key enabler for many of those goals here. So I just brought a few examples here, goal 8 and goal 9, which is directly linking to our project. But other than these two goals, there are almost 6 to 7 goals that are closely linking with the financial inclusion to boost those goals in terms of agriculture, health, education, and gender equality, or others. So if you look at the goal A here, which is for decent work and economic growth, what they say here is to promote development-oriented policies that support productive activities and decent job creation, entrepreneurship, creativity and innovation, encourage the formalization and growth of micro and medium-sized enterprise, including through access to financial services. So they empathize the importance of finance here. And also goal 9, in terms of infrastructure, also increase the access of a small-scale industrial and other enterprises in developing countries to financial services is important. So based on those background, this program was initiated. So this is called KOICA-MangoFund program, and their goal is to improve access to finance for SMEs in Uganda. This project started in January 2015, and it took 3 years, so finished December 2017. So their project is lend loans at affordable level and provide customized consulting service for Uganda SMEs. The project budget size is $500,000 US. So KOICA provides $350,000 USD, whereas the MangoFund provides another $150,000. So main beneficiaries are SMEs in Uganda looking for asset financing. So their main sector is agro-processing, manufacturing, consumer packaged goods, and medical services here. So if you look at the picture here, you can see how that works. So KOICA just provide as a grant, give $350 to MangoFund, and with those grants, Mango put additional another $150. So make $500 loan program to provide the loan to the missing middle in Uganda. You might be interested in how this program is different from its typical microfinancial institutions. So you can see those pictures that when MangoFund first designed this project, They show the different types of financial institutions working in Uganda, depends on different size of the loan they provide or different types of financial institutions. So if you find the MangoFund, you can see that they just work for SME growth financing, and their loan size is between $0 to $50,000, where they target. In detail, I just here compare MangoFund with the typical microfinancial institution, so you can see the clear difference between those two. In terms of arrangement fee, normal microfinancial institutions generally charge 2 to 3%, whereas a MangoFund charges no additional fee for that. And also maturity. Typical MFIs, I can just say MFIs, just they don't really consider seasonality, which is very important for actually farmers, because if in the harvest season they could earn a lot of cash, whereas the other season they are lack of access to finance or cash. But MangoFund closely discussed with the clients, and seasonality is considered. Also flexible depending on clients' circumstances. And for the collateral, typical microfinancial institution only accept the formable loans as a collateral, whereas the MangoFund is very flexible for collateral too. So even for women's entrepreneurs, they don't really ask any collateral, because normally in the context of Uganda, women don't really have collateral or assets. And period of loan screening, typical microfinancial institutions takes maximum 3 months. So they don't really, provide a loan immediately or quick. Although those SME maybe needs a lot of money very quick, in a quick sense. Whereas MangoFund only takes 4 to 6 weeks, so it's pretty quick. And supporting document, the typical microfinancial institution requires a very complicated document approved by external auditors, whereas the MangoFund, they just recognize the audit. It's very difficult for SMEs to make a perfect documentation, so just they gather any data the SMEs has, and then their internal analysts analyze those data by themselves. In terms of technical assistance, which is a very important part here, which makes a big changes for the SMEs for their development. Some typical microfinancial institutions, they don't really provide any technical assistance, but MangoFund provides accounting and financial analysis provide. So maybe later, Robina will explain then how this works for empowering entrepreneurs in Uganda. In terms of flexibility, typical MFIs has very low flexibility, whereas MangoFund are very flexible for maturity, even interest rate. And also they also provide a grant period. In relationship with the client, no particular relations for MFIs between once they just provide a loan. However, the MangoFund closely linked with their client, so they just monitor clients' business and provide necessary training and education when it is needed. Finally, in terms of women entrepreneurs, the typical MFI don't really have any program for women's entrepreneurs, whereas MangoFund, they're very empathized on supporting women entrepreneurs. So you can see those differences between typical MFIs and MangoFund program here. So this is a logical framework of a MangoFund and KOICA. So their main goal is increasing access to finance for small business through tailored financial services and the SME's capacity to grow via business advisory services. So how we measure the outcome or goal of this project, and you can see those logical framework. So this program's main goal in the long-term perspective is decent job creation and impact business model creation and knowledge sharing. So if you look at the outcome level, it's more mid-term perspective. We pursue SME scale up and SME capacity building and MangoFund sustainability. MangoFund sustainability is also very important to make the other things work. And activity levels. We did a lot of activities. So we screened the potential clients and dispersing new loans with the minimum ethical guidelines, and providing technical assistance and training to clients as requested. And the other 3 activities are providing acceleration services, such as networking and resourcing linkage. So had a workshop or a seminar for the clients to network each other, and collaborating with the key stakeholders and raising awareness, and finally managing the funds in terms of collection and risk management. But how we find the progress of this project is there is a Hanyang University and you have Women's University and MISC here. So the difference between the other project, what KOICA does is this team, as a team of the project, they just join the project in the beginning to the end, even currently after the 1 year of the completion of the project. They engage with the monitoring and evaluation, but also the result management. So they do also provide any consulting services, advisory services to MangoFund and KOICA to make this project better. So you can see the flow, then how KOICA and this implementing partner, the MangoFund and result management consultancy in Hanyang University and Women's University and MISC work together to make a better impact. So what these 3 organizations have done so far from this 2015 is they do a pilot study and result management planning, or PDM, this logical framework feedback, and co-hosting workshop and with the stakeholders, and biannually data collection, and annually visit the field in Uganda to have an interview with those clients. Also, they do provide the consulting and reporting things. And the other interesting thing is if you look at the 2016 and 2017, they also additionally provide this technical assistance workshop. In 2016, they do a marketing and financial management workshop, whereas in 2017, they provide design thinking and tax insurance workshop. So they provide different types of workshop customized to the client whenever they needed those kind of workshop here. And although this project is completed at the end of the 2017, they still monitor and check the progress of what's happening for the entrepreneurs after they got this financial services from the MangoFund. So this is a result. During the 3 years, the MangoFund made those achievements. If you look at the picture table is here. 120 full-time jobs were created, and also for part-time, 123 jobs created. But in the beginning, we just assumed there was any job created. But our target actually is 24 for full-time and 48 for part-time. But our actual, result just has exceeded our target goals. You can see that we made a big achievement here. Also, 53 SMEs are screened as a potential clients, and among them, 32 are approved to get the loan from the MangoFund. Also, 60 technical services are provided, exceeding the target of 36. And in terms of the client satisfaction, what the client said is 95.5% they satisfied with the MangoFund product and services. So this is a very brief introduction in what KOICA and MangoFund does. And then later, Ms. Robina will explain and then how these entrepreneurs made great stories in terms of their success.